What's going on, guys? We have this question right here is asking find the second derivative y double prime for the curve x square plus y square equal to y. Simplify yourself. So let's see what we can do. So first of all we have to find the first derivative, and then we have to go for the second derivative. So to find the first derivative, I rearrange this equation right here. So y is equal to x prime and x square plus y square, right? This is the equation. Now I have to find derivative in both sides, and it should be, so we are taking derivative with respect to differentiating with respect to x. So we have to mention this before we continue. So first of all, it's going to be y prime is equal to x, derivative of x square is going to be 2 2x, and derivative of y square is Uh, so for y square is going to be different. It's going to be like chain rule, right? So it's going to be 2 y prime. So this is the derivative of y square, and then we had to our purpose is to find the y prime. Therefore, I had to separate this from x. So let's see what happens. So it's going to be y prime minus 2y prime is equal to 2x. Now I can take the y prime common. So if I take y prime common, it's going to be 1 minus 2y equal to 2x. So if I separate y prime, it's going to be 2x over 1 minus 2y. So this is my y prime. We have found y prime now. Now we have to find y double prime. So y double prime is going to be simply the derivative of y prime. So to find this, we had to mention that we are differentiating this with respect to x. This is going to be equal to, now if you see these two where two things are dividing each other, therefore we have to use the quotient rule here. According to quotient rule, what's going to happen is first term is going to be top part of this derivative multiply with the bottom 1 minus 2y minus top part remains the same, then bottom derivative, so 1 minus 2y prime over the bottom is going to be square, right? So 1 minus 2y square. Now the derivative of 2x is going to be 2, and 1 minus 2y remains the same. Then we have 2x right here. Derivative of 1 is 0. The derivative of any number is 0, and uh, minus 2y is going to be minus 2y prime straight away. So this is how we find it. Then we can solve for this 1 minus 2y square in the bottom. So if I simplify this one, I will get 2 minus 4y equal to, here we have minus 2x times minus 2 is going to be plus 4x. So I took this minus 2 and multiply this minus 2x, it became plus 4x. Then we have y prime. I can substitute this y prime instead of this. So we have y prime here already, so we can plug this one for this y prime. So it's going to be x over 1 minus 2y over 1 minus 2y square. I can't bring the 1 minus 2y because this is simply multiplying only of 4x. Therefore what I can do is I can take it as common denominator to both of them. So to take the common denominator, I had to, first of all, let's see, so 2 minus 4y plus, if I multiply this one 4x by this one, is going to be 4x square over 1 minus 2y. Now I can find the common denominator in the both sides. To get the common denominator, I have to multiply this one by this, and the bottom is going to be remaining the same, 1 minus 2y square. If I multiply this one by this, the first one is going to be 2 minus 4y, 2 minus 4y. The second one is going to be minus 4y minus 2y times minus 4y is going to be plus 8y square. and we have here 4 4x square, so plus, wait a minute, okay, it's 2x, 1 minus 2y, so minus 4 plus 4x, okay, plus 4x, and this is 2x, right? This is 2x, so it's going to be 8x square, so it's going to be 8y square. I found from multiplying these two, then 8x square remains 8x square over 1 minus 2y square. So let's continue this one here. So we have this 2 minus 8y, then 8y square, 8x square. So if I take also the, we shouldn't forget the common denominator. So when I multiply, there's going to be a common denominator here too. So it's now the common denominator is going to be common for both. So this I bring it to bottom, it's going to be power 3. Now 2 minus 8y, and plus if I take 8 common here, it's going to be y square plus x square over 1 minus 2y cube. I did this for a purpose because if you see the first equation, the question, they have given y is equal to x square plus y square, so I can substitute this y for this value. So if I substitute, it's going to become 2 minus 8y plus 8 times this y. I substitute this one for y because y is equal to x square y plus y square, that's what we have. And 8y, then we have 1 minus 2y cube. Then we can cancel this 8y and 8y. It's going to be, the final answer is going to be 2 over 1 minus 2y cube. This is the question. So find the second derivative of y double prime. Simplify your result. So we simplified as much as possible. So that's how we approach this question. I hope you guys like this video. See you next time.